So we've done a video showing you how to mechanically upgrade your lights on your 2006, which is the same as the 2003, to the 2010 LED style lights. That's this type of style light here, where on the issue was that on the back you've got these little spear points here rather than the different type that's slotted in on the earlier type, and we've shown you how to drill the holes here in the little template we made, and I'll put the link to that video up there. Okay, this part of the video is related to the electrical. So we did a little demo on the lights, and if you fit the plug here is exactly the same on the early and the late lights, but the problem with the later LED lights is you get some funky stuff happening when you turn the ignition on. It does a bulb check and all the lights start flashing, and when you indicate they flash at the wrong speed, and when you put your rear light on, the fog light comes on. Because on the early lights it used the pulse width modulated wave to make the fog light come on at half power with tail lights. But yeah, if anyone wants to know more details on that, so we have in-house designed this new circuit board, and the other thing is you get errors on your dashboard saying check rear lights. So we've designed this circuit board, and what we've done, and we're going to show you how to do this now, is you just cut your 5 wires. So you just cut into the loom here, and then we've got an in-out, so all 5 wires, so there's no extra wires needed, and we've designed the board with 5 screw terminals in and 5 screw terminals out, so it should be well within the capabilities of everybody just to cut into the wires. And we've even put on the listing on the website the colour combination, so you've got your colours here, and these are your colours here. You've got pins 1 through 5, and you may or not, it's not the best printout to be honest, but you've got that there, and we'll go through that. But you can actually, probably better off just looking on the colours here. So you've got your in, and we've got, what's that, light? Yeah, do you want to just...
So your indicator is blue and green.
Yeah.
Your brake is blue and black.
Yeah.
Your tail is purple and grey. Your fog is yellow and black, and the negative is brown.
Brown, right.
That's for the left
so
hand light.
We just cut these. We'll do that now, and we'll show you how to do it, and then we'll show you the finished job. So in the kit we're supplying 2 of these circuit boards and 2 big bits of heat shrink here, which we're going to slip over that when we've tested it all, and sort of just stop anything touching the body. Right, and who's going to do this? Ian, you going to do this? It's 10 to 5, so we're going to do it super quick. Right, and you're going to bring your little workbench round, bring your tea trolley over. Now all you should need for this, right, we might get a bit of flash on it, but I don't know, we'll have a look. But first of all, cut it, and you want to cut it halfway up the loom, okay? So just be brave. I guess you could disconnect your battery, but I don't think there's any real problem.
Just make sure your lights are turned off and you don't have any power going through.
Now you could, we did debate, you'll notice we've got the boot floor out, and we did debate if you were super keen, as Ian's cutting that and pairing those off, I'll show you. We did debate because the wire goes in through here and then comes out on the inside, and is actually this loom here going down into the boot floor. And we did debate whether we could put the circuit board in the boot floor, which would be well out the way. And that is a possibility. If you want to keep the super originality, you could hide it in the boot. But we're just going to go for the easy. And the advantage of being outside is if it gets hot, which it shouldn't do, because I've used higher value resistors than the other guy on eBay who's selling something. But fair play to him, his boards have done the job. Right, so you cut your wires, and you peel off all that sticky tape around, and then you've got your 5 wires. So what Ian's going to do now, you could just peel them back with a pair of pliers and get the copper wires and twist, or you could, what we're doing is we're actually going to add a little bit of solder. So we're going to get the soldering iron going, because why do we add solder? Because the copper can corrode. It'll be fine, but it's better when you get a stiffer and it stops all the strands going. So if you get keen, you could get the soldering gun out. So we'll let Ian finish stripping those, and we'll come and join you when he's got his solder going. So Ian's just adding some solder. So he's got the soldering iron going, just put it next to the wire, feed a bit of solder in, and it just joins all the wires together and stops the copper oxidizing, hopefully. So you've got to do the 5 on that end, and he's got the 5 on that end to do. Let's just have a look at that. So there's all the wires all ready to go. So we can start screwing those now onto this board, and then screw the others. So you should end up with something like this, where you've got the plug, and remember the plug goes to the out because the in is coming in from the car and is going out to the light. So that's going out to the light. You can see the colour combinations coming down there from the top to the bottom. Right, now Ian's got to take that and do the other side. Now you don't have to worry about doing your heat shrink. I had a moment and I was going, oh, I forgot the heat shrink. And Ian pointed out to me, don't need to worry about the heat shrink because it's so big it will slip over the whole thing in a minute. It will slip over the connector. We'll just check it works before we slip that over. So we'll get that going. That's right, Ian's got it. And the colours aren't quite the same in and out, are they? They're not in exactly the same order. Which
they should be.
They should be. We're going to have a check on the other one.
Yeah.
They are, so they should be. They should be mirrored on both sides of the board. Yeah, no, you're right. They go straight across. Yeah, so it's the same colour all the way through. But make sure you get your in and your out the right way round, or you're going to be in trouble. It's not going to work at all. Right.
Make sure you get. The only colour wire difference is the
indicator. Indicator.
Tail as well.
The tail, the same?
Yeah, the tail's different.
Different is left and right, is it?
Yeah.
But we've got the diagram. We'll put that in the listing. Right, let's get on and get the lights in and test. Okay, so we'll do a start. So if you put your key in the ignition first, Ian, and just check we don't get any of that disco stuff going on. Right, you're all good, yeah? No error messages on the dash?
No.
Right, you want to start the engine. Okay, side light. There we go. Brake light. Brake off. Headlights. Fog light. There we go. Indicate left. Now you'll notice the first time you indicate it does go fast. Turn it off again. Turn the indicator off, right, and again. Right, it's fine, and it'll do the same on the right hand side. The first time you indicate it goes a bit quick, but then turn it off again and on again. So that's one slight thing that's not factory, but it only happens on the first time you indicate. Have we checked everything now? Yeah, that's all good. Okay, so we'll heat shrink those up now. Okay, so got the heat gun out, and we're just going to heat that heat shrink and seal that all up a bit. Alright, I'm going to do the back as well, eh? Don't get it too close to the paint if you can help it. So it doesn't fully seal, it's not going to clamp down that much onto the wires, but at least it protects anything from shorting out when it's tucked in behind the back there. So that's the job finished. We're just going to put it back together, but that's our relay board rear light error fix for converting to the LED lights on the back of the Range Rover L322.